jump right into it. Yeah, TSC here. What's up? We're just about to jump right into it. So we're about to talk about what's our top 5 picks for best video games of all time, right? So essentially, these video games, like, we played multiple times. They've had like influences in our lives and things like that. So who wants to kick us off?
Okay,
I'll go for one. Oh, no, thank you.
Ruben, top 5.
So for my top 5 guys, very near and dear to my heart. First, Devil May Cry series. I love hack and slash.
Which Devil May Cry specifically?
I have to pick one.
Pick one, yeah.
They can't all be the same.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then the Devil May Cry series is gonna take your top 5.
Okay, exactly. Well, if for me it would be Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, where we could play as Virgil, so we could play as both brothers. I know a lot of folks would probably say DMC 4 Special Edition, but DMC 3 for me, because it was at the time where we had no YouTube and Jesus just G-mode, like, dude, it was the hardest game ever at that point in time. So DMC 3 for me, for characters, art design, level design, love it. DMC 3 Special Edition. Number two is, it would kind of be SmackDown versus Raw 2007. You know, the soundtrack.
Damn, that's an old.
Yeah, I mean, the roster. I mean, just going through, just create just awesome, love it, love to death. Tekken 5 for PS2. Tekken 5. Because Tekken 5 is when they started introducing a couple new characters. It's when the roster was at its biggest at that point in time. When you got it, you got not only Tekken 1, but you got Tekken 1, 2, and 3. And I think they even put Tekken Tag 2 on there.
As
a little arcade.
Tekken Tag at first.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And they put the arcade in there. And they gave you Devil Within. Like, you basically got 6 games in one. Not to mention, Jinpachi is like literally one of the most cheapest in-game bosses ever in history. Like, I literally crushed my controller because of that. It's that bad.
Okay, so we got 3.
So that's 3. Number 4. Number 4 would have to be Street Fighter Third Strike. Not Street Fighter 3, not Second Impact, Street Fighter Third Strike. All right, with the fact that it had the whole roster, not having, excluding Ryu or Ken for the first one, because that's where everybody was pissed. But the whole roster, that's when they first introduced Alex, which is my favorite character for the Third Strike series. I love that. The soundtrack, to this day, I listen to it when I go to the gym, when I'm at work, even though I'm not supposed to. Fuck them people at my job. I love that game. Like the parry system, the super system.
Oh, no.
Like the parry system, the super system.
His job just catches strays.
Like,
Alright.
It wasn't even that well received when it first came out. But literally over the years, over like the 20 years it's been out, it's damn near the best Street Fighter game, period. So that's number 4. 5, it was in the back of my mind at first, but 5 for me, and I can't choose the whole series because you suck, Robert. But
damn,
I would say Mega Man X5. Ooh. It would be X5 because X3 is cool because it's the first time we got to play as Zero.
Yep.
But 5 is when the grind was worth it for all the different armors. It was worth it for the Black Zero. It was worth it for it was just worth it. Cause 6, it was so tedious with the Sigma virus area where it would take you to Ultra. That was so annoying. 7 was not the best. That's why they had to come out with 8 to fix what they messed up in 7. So, and 4 was good, but 5 is really where they kind of niched it with the X series.
Yeah.
I know we love the 8-bit Mega Man, but for us, from the 90s all the way up until 2000s, early 2000s, it was the Mega Man X series.
Yeah.
Not Mega Man X0, which I also love as a personal favorite, and the ZX that came later. But Mega Man X5, that covers it for that. I don't know if all of them are Capcom games. It really seems like all of them are Capcom games. Like DMC.
When was Mega Man not a Capcom game?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like for me, like I think my whole list is damn near like almost Capcom.
Oh, his whole list is Capcom.
Like DMC, Mega Man. No. SmackDown vs.
SmackDown
Raw
is
2000.
not.
Oh, okay.
It's not. But the rest of them are.
Yeah, your whole
Oh,
list is Capcom. Yeah, minus SmackDown. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
minus SmackDown.
what you got?
So that's me, guys.
Okay. All right. I like that list. I'm thinking about mine. My first one's gonna be Final Fantasy X.
10.
I have.
Okay, so why 10? Yeah, no,
Bro,
just a lot.
well,
wait.
you know what? No. I gotta hear the rest of this list because
Okay, all right.
you said we're definitely about to circle back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Keep going. Final Fantasy 10.
Final Fantasy X is going to be on my top 5 all time. I have played countless hours of that game. That game sucked me in, and I could not put it down. When they did the remaster, I bought it. When it was a collector's edition, I bought it. Whatever, I bought all of them. I continued to buy them. All the everything. Final Fantasy X, hands down, is my favorite
Guys,
Final Fantasy
just
game
look at
of all
Robert's
time.
face
So,
as he's explaining this is so funny. I don't even have to look at him.
yeah, hey, listen, I love Final Fantasy X.
He can love what he loves.
Okay.
It just out of all the Final Fantasies, I mean,
It's like it is. It's
Titus is the
personal.
shittiest main character.
It's okay, but it's our personal. It's okay.
It is. You're right.
Shittiest
You're
how?
right. That
It's
dude
okay.
is.
It's
How's the shittiest? Let's go. Let's how the shittiest.
No, because that's gonna be a side tangent. No.
I'm literally comparing him.
Did you see
to
his
Squall and Cloud and even Zidane? My nigga. The only good thing about Final Fantasy X was Auron, and the summons. The summons were pretty legit. And what's old girl with the fucking Lulu?
Lulu.
Yeah. And then they did the fucking spin-off with Tomb Raider. Come on. 10?
10.
Hey man.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's
What's
fine.
number?
Okay,
What's
go
number?
ahead.
Yeah.
Then, second video game all time is probably going to be Pokemon. I would say Silver.
Okay. I'm not mad at that
I'm
because
going to say Silver.
guys, I'm sure if you're watching this, like he could have chose anything like red, blue, yellow,
I
silver.
mean, any of those choices.
Any of those, he could have chose
Yeah, it
any
would've
of
been valid,
those,
but-
and it would have been valid with no.
I mean, I played all
type
of them. Red,
Yeah.
We
blue,
played all of
gold,
them. We played all
silver,
of them.
gold,
Silver,
crystal.
gold, crystal. All of them would have been accepted with no backlash. No, you're good.
It's definitely, yeah.
Yeah, any of those.
Any of those would have
acceptable.
just
Yeah,
been
that's fine.
accepted.
Silver is definitely, that's the one I played the most. Honestly, I mean, it's all the same thing.
Yeah,
I
it
just
really
want
is.
Silver.
It really
Yeah.
is. Just
If I'm being real, I only liked it because of Lugia.
I'm about to say everybody fucks with Lugia.
Yeah.
though.
I just
Yeah.
like I clearly choose him over Ho-Ho. Like
Every single
I
time.
choose him
Yeah.
over several of the legendary birds.
Lugia was my
Yeah,
favorite, bro.
Zapdos, Moltres. Like I would.
Like
choose
when I
him
played
because
Chris,
he
I
was
didn't give a
just
damn
more-
about Suicune.
He was more unique. He just felt more unique to me.
Yeah, I love Lugia. Oh, okay. Pokemon speaks for itself. I don't have to
Yeah,
explain that
it
one.
really does.
Third all time is gonna have to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I respect.
Out of all the Assassin's Creed game, two is like an honorable mention. 2 is just like that's what set
Yeah,
the standard for everything, which is cool.
Brotherhood, like all
But
that. Yeah.
Odyssey did that. It shied away from the assassin concept. I will admit that. But that open world concept, everything you were allowed to do.
Which one of the Assassin's Creeds did the crossover with Final Fantasy 15?
It was
Because I know right when Final Fantasy 15
It was,
came out, Assassin's Creed, that specific one came out, and then they did like an event where you can wear the
Arden. It
uniform.
was Arden, and it was the Origins.
Oh,
Egypt.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do the.
it was Egypt, and then one of the side missions had him basically
That's
beaming
right.
down to the temple, and he was walking out of the temple, and then
Damn.
just disappeared, and then you ended up getting
you know
like
the crazy
an
part, I didn't
armor.
even like Origins. And
I
Origins
just remember the crossover event,
I remember.
and
No,
they could wear
that-
each other's
that's-
clothes.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
that's
shit.
exactly
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
didn't even like Origins is a good game. I just didn't like it like that. Like,
Yeah.
I just beat it just because my Final Fantasy.
It was
Assassin's Creed. I got
Assassin's
it.
Creed.
All right. So Odyssey once again speaks for itself.
Honestly,
Open
really
world.
does speak for itself.
I played 369 hours of that fucking
Yeah.
game.
Like,
and
He put me
All
on
the
that
DLC?
game because I wasn't gonna play it because I was like, well, I mean, I do love Sparta and Greece and all this other stuff and all that crap. But then when I actually started playing it, because of like, I was like, dude, what is this shit? Like, we can fight fucking Minotaurs,
Thank
and
you.
Cyclopses,
Thank
and Gorgons, and
Listen,
and
listen. When you play the game, they'll tell you, oh, you know, there's mythical creatures. I'm so sorry to cut you
No,
off.
go
but
ahead.
they'll tell you mythical creatures. Oh, you can fight X, Y, Z, blah blah blah. You know, happened back in there. I'm like, okay, I don't really care about the stories. Like, if I'm not gonna fight them, why am I? You play the
You can
DLC
still
and then
fight.
you realize the Minotaur, the Gorgon, I think it was a Sphinx or whatever the hell.
yeah, there was a Sphinx that. Well, technically, we didn't fight.
You just had to
we
answer
just
the
had to
questions.
get the
if you
riddle
got
of
them
the
wrong, she'd
Sphinx.
kill you
Yeah,
off
she
rip.
kills you instantly. So
They put all the mythical creatures
All
in
of
there.
them.
Then another DLC sends you straight to Hades.
oh yeah, Atlantis and Haiti. Yeah,
Then you play another DLC, it sends you to Atlantis.
yeah.
Th-
It's DLC that was worth it.
Then another DLC set up. Literally, it went back in time for the first. I think it's DLC called like the first blade
the
or
first
whatever.
blade, yeah.
To let you know, like Alexios or Cassandra, whoever you chose,
Yeah.
literally was the founder of all that shit. Like I don't even know why they call Origins.
Yeah,
No
it
fucking
really,
sense.
I get,
Like there's no Origins anymore.
Yeah.
Alexios / Cassandra started
Yeah.
all of that shit. Okay,
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay.
that
Hold on,
game, that
Yeah,
game
so what-
would really be an episode.
what's
on
the
its
next
own.
one?
Yeah, what's the next one?
Hey, I gotta be heated a little bit. Hold on.
Look,
wait a
no,
minute.
yeah, no, he's sweating and shit.
You feel some type of way.
Man,
it was
all
worth
time,
it,
number
dude.
4, Soul Calibur 2.
I respect that.
Okay.
Whole wait, what?
Soul
Play-
Calibur 2.
No, I mean like,
PlayStation.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
PlayStation Soul
Thank
Calibur 2.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, right, they did do different characters per.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bird,
yeah.
yeah.
Xbox had Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda,
Uh,
the
no, no,
GameCube-
No,
no,
Xbox didn't have the order.
PlayStation had Yoda.
Yeah.
Xbox had
it-
Spawn.
Yes, Xbox has Spawn.
Xbox
Yeah,
had Spawn.
and-
Uh,
Which one
Nintendo
had
had
Hachi?
Link.
Link.
Which one had Heihachi?
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Soul Calibur 2 had Heihachi. Heihachi was actually, I think he was in a few of them after that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Can't remember. I got all of them at the house. I gotta play it again. Anyway,
No, yeah.
Soul Calibur 2.
Classic.
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 The crazy part about Soul Calibur 2 is I didn't even want the game when I got it. I was playing a game called Drakengard.
I remember that game.
I was saying it was like
I
13
remember that.
when I got the game.
Yeah.
My mom saw how I was killing people and all of the crazy. She's like, "Nah, you can't play this no
Yeah,
more."
like that,
she
yeah.
snatched it, returned it, and we exchanged it for 2 other games, and it was Soul Calibur 2 and another game I can't really remember because it's boring.
Yeah, no.
I played Soul
Calibur
Calibur
snatches you in
For
like.
like 30 hours straight. And once I started learning the moves,
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
"Can
different.
you get out of the room?" I
Yeah.
can't do it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I can't
Yeah.
do it.
Like it's
That game had my soul, and I'm still buying Soul Calibur games to this day.
yeah, no. He's
They don't even
he's
have a-
pretty
they don't have a
nasty.
new one
guys.
announced,
Like
though.
he's
Nah, the last one's like 2017.
Because they got a
7,
new-
right? Soul Calibur 7.
Yeah, because
That's
they
what
got
I'm
a
for,
they
yeah.
got a new Mortal Kombat, new Tekken,
I
new
don't know
Street
why
Fighter,
they
but no new
hesitating.
Soul
Like,
Calibur.
Soul Calibur's a great fighting game. It's not
It
as
is.
technical
No,
as Tekken,
Yeah,
obviously,
Tekken definitely is the most technical. Like
but like,
Wasn't I could be mistaken? Wasn't Soul Calibur the first like fighting game to where you can knock niggas through stages?
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
can transition through
Yeah,
stages
it
and
was.
shit.
well, no,
No,
sorry, that was
wasn't
Mortal
it Virtual
Kombat.
Fighter?
That was Mortal Kombat that did that.
I thought it was
Mortal
Virtual.
Kombat did that?
Mortal Kombat definitely did that.
Oh,
You
how
knock
they
through
kicked
stages,
you
yeah.
off of it. Oh, yeah.
That was back in the
Oh.
Nintendo 64 version of Mortal Kombat.
Mortal-
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you can knock them through.
yeah. Then all the 3D fighters kind of started doing it, like
Copying it
Virtua.
and stuff like that.
Soul Calibur, you could knock them through stages, but it's not like a
It's not
kind of
like
like
a real
yes and no.
stage
You can't.
transition.
Yeah, it's not a real. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
real. Like it's still part of the stage. You just open it up and you
Yeah.
go to like in the
Yeah,
section. Yeah.
yeah.
And then my number 5. Oh man. That's tough. That's tough. I really want to give it to, because this one's gonna have my soul too. Final Fantasy VII remake. If I'm being completely
2
honest.
Final Fantasy games?
Yeah, I mean
It's doable. You can do that.
Yeah, I really want to.
Final Fantasy has a lot of people like it.
I really gotta replay because I don't know how Rebirth is going to
Right.
if it's going to take like your save file, right, or just start you over.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They haven't explained.
No,
that.
they said that you're not gonna get that.
Oh,
they're
they're
gonna
gonna
get
start
what?
you
So
over.
if you maxed out level 50,
Right, I maxed out everybody.
You're not getting that in the next one.
I mean,
Yeah,
Because that's how you get. That's how you get. Bahamut, the first Bahamut.
Yep.
You have to max
You're
out
not getting
one of each material.
Exactly. You're not
well,
getting
I
that.
mean,
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I read an
Fine.
article on that because I wanted the same thing because I'm maxing everything. I have all the weapons on.
Right, you're just gonna be overpowered.
Exactly.
In the fucking
So
next
it's a
one.
He said, no.
So you
you're
just
going
start
all
over.
over again.
That's
There's
insane.
nothing. I mean, is there? I mean, the grind all over.
So they probably level cap it. So you probably start at like level 20 or 25
Probably
or some
some
shit.
crazy.
Because there's no way you start at level 1 and you're leaving Midgard.
They're gonna do everybody in when they start at level 1. Watch.
I mean, they'll probably give you something for maxing out. No, but yeah.
Yeah, for the pre.
You know, it's so crazy though because they're changing the story. Because why the fuck are you fighting Sephiroth when you? I need to stop because this can literally be its own
Yeah,
episode.
see, this
And
is-
I'm actually got notes because I'm gonna talk about it on my channel.
But to be fair, it's not a remaster. It's a remake, so it's going to be a whole new thing.
reimagining
Yeah,
because that's
honestly.
why they have those black like
Yeah, those-
robes
Yeah.
because
Yeah, whatever
it's
they're
changing events.
Exactly.
Which is why you fight
the
Sephiroth
timeline
in the
isn't
beginning.
following the way everything's.
Yeah, and then if you look in the trailer, you see everybody when they go find Vincent,
Right.
Mhm.
right? When you find Vincent, Ares is already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like I said, I want to give the Final Fantasy VII remake. I just want to finish the whole thing first. Like I want to get all 3 parts out. I just want to see.
Oh, they're gonna these 2 discs. They're gonna stop it, and then they're gonna have like another series or whatever. This it's not gonna be finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because you saw they had like the golden saucer and then like the mini games and shit.
I heard they're not going to put that in there though.
All of that, why it's in the trailer? All of that is data, and then you had the fucking. It showed a video of him riding the chocobo that goes up the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, and first off, just the mating of the chocobo. Best chocobo. Final Fantasy VII has the best chocobo system in all of Final Fantasy.
I think it's the only one with an actual chocobo system.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII,
They
you
don't
like
do it
rent them or
Yeah,
you
that was it.
some bullshit.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII has the best chocobo system, and then fucking after that they're just like. But first off, that's a lot of data that they got to put in.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's,
So-
damn, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, those 2 discs, it's probably gonna stop. It's probably gonna stop. It's just an assumption. It's probably gonna stop at the end of the original disc 1,
Yeah, I can see that.
That makes sense.
and then you spend all your time on disc 2, and disc 3 is literally you fighting Sephiroth and getting Knights of the Round or whatever. But
That's if they
disc
do
2 is like the majority of the shit. So if they're doing all of this shit for, you saw what they did when you're in fucking Midgard, 30 minutes of the fucking
Bro.
game, yeah. So
Bro.
that disc 2 from the original, it's gotta be like 3-4 fucking discs.
easily.
Yeah. So
the
this,
original, yeah.
I'm gonna be very. They're probably gonna either have to cut a lot of shit out, or
No, they're not gonna do that.
I'm gonna be very surprised if these 2 discs like match up to even the beginning of disc 2
I'd
from
be
the
mad
original.
if they didn't give everybody their backstory like they did in the original Final Fantasy VII. Everybody got their backstory.
Everybody did.
Barrett got his backstory. You figured out her backstory.
And you even capitalize off of it when you go get everybody's ultimate weapon.
Exactly. So like,
So-
I'd be bothered if they cut all that out.
Shit,
But-
most of disc 2, Cloud wasn't even. You gotta save Cloud
There
from
you
yourself.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
Cloud was fucked up mentally.
Yeah, like I said, I want to give it my number 5, but I want to finish the whole thing to see how they do with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to Horizon instead. I just like Horizon. I'm going to say Horizon Zero Dawn, and not Forbidden West.
Okay.
That's on my back. That's on a lot of people's back catalog. man.
Unfortunately.
Here's the thing. I love it. It's a great game. It's just I started playing other shit, and it just kind of
It's a lot.
yeah. I
It's a
had
lot.
nothing right. It's in the fucking thing.
I'll have
Nothing
to
wrong.
admit, when I played it the first time, I got bored like the first hour, and I'm not even gonna
It's
lie
just a
because
tutorial. and-
yeah, I'm trying to get through all
It's
that. Like, no, I'm
slow.
trying to learn how the mechanics of the game. I got bored trying to figure it out. Like after I stopped BSing and I actually like sat down and learned it, and I was like, oh
It's
yeah,
a good game.
I
nah,
mean, well, I don't know, cause the fighting game due to me, because that's how I got
Ain't
into
part 2 about to
games.
come out because they had the DLC and now isn't part
part
2
two, you
coming?
mean part 3?
Part 3.
There's
They got Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. They had they had Zero Dawn,
Forbidden
the
West-
DLC.
Forbidden West was the DLC, no?
No,
Forbidden West is the second one.
yeah, Forbidden West.
What was
the
the
Yeah.
what was the DLC?
the DLC was some
don't remember what-
was it
Wow.
dang.
Don't.
Yeah, look that up for me real quick.
Hell yeah.
But no, it was Horizon Zero Dawn. Then you had the DLC for Zero Dawn. Essentially, like this little ice area.
The Frozen Wilds.
Yeah, that was
Wilds.
the DLC.
I don't know
for
why I
it.
was thinking of Monster Hunter.
Right,
The
and then
Frozen Wilds.
you have Forbidden West, which was the newest one, which I love, honestly. But Zero Dawn just has like it's living rent free in my head right now. Honestly, that the game itself, and then the DLC, the Frozen, it was perfect. It was perfect. Like the DLC was needed. It didn't like take.
I would love to jump back into it, but I got Baldur's Gate 3, and then I got
I gotta play that too.
literally in February, Final Fantasy comes out. All my time's gonna go to that. And then I really want to play Dragon's Dogma, which comes out in.
I saw that too, and I want to play. Oh,
yeah, so I'm like,
I'm trying to get through Alan Wake 2 right now, but I got like 7 other games I'm trying to play along with that.
I had nothing. I got nothing against Horizon.
It's cool.
I just don't have the time.
The games that
Listen,
that,
I'm the one who put Elden Ring on the back burner, and a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy.
Bro, nigga, Elden Ring is such a good.
it's consuming.
To me,
all
I think it's the best fucking From Software game, and I think Sekiro is number 2. Sekiro is a close. Sekiro is real good.
Don't mention. Just
Can we-
What's wrong with Sekiro?
Here's my thing with From Software.
Leave
Okay, let's
that
start here.
shit.
Sekiro was a great game.
Sekiro is wonderful.
Let me just start there. Sekiro gave me, because I'm never touching that game again, the biggest migraine I have ever had in the history of migraines from a video game.
That was another game.
That
I literally
game-
crushed my controller with. I was like, I'm not.
Jesus.
I don't want to be perfect at.
Oh
fucking
man,
parry.
the
I
very
don't want
first
to do
time
that.
I fought the owl.
The
The
flawlessness.
very first time you fight your dad, the owl, that motherfucker.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Like, bro,
But I felt the same way when I fought the fucking Valkyrie Queen from God of War.
you know what was real
Can we
funny?
talk about that? Can we talk about that?
You know what's
Let's
real
talk
funny, and
let's
I'm
talk
sorry.
about
I'm sorry. What's really funny? I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first played it, I never beat her, which is why I never got the full Zeus Armacuris set.
Oh, it took me
When
4
I
days.
played 2, and then went back and played 1, I beat her in like the first try because I got done playing Ragnarok, beat Gná, which is basically just a little watered down version of Sigrun, because Sigrun is just 10 times harder.
Facts.
I went back and beat Sigrun on regular and then new game plus harder difficulty. But initially, what I can say, I did not beat her, and in the initial run on my 4, it was not happening. It was not happening because you would whoop her ass, and she'll start changing her pattern. Like once
the
you
other Valkyries.
almost beat her and you have her like at 5% health,
Spamming that
then
little
she'll
up and
start
down.
Yeah.
diving,
Yep.
diving, and I'm like,
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm just gonna play just.
All right. So anyway. So that was your 5.
You give me headaches.
That's, okay. So your 5, you got Mega Man X5. You got the Def Jam Battle.
No. I got Mega Man and
X5.
Mega Man X5.
Yeah.
Tekken 5, Street Fighter Third Strike, SmackDown vs. Raw
that's what it was.
2007, and Devil May Cry 3.
All right. Now you got
Special
Final Fantasy X, Pokemon Silver, I have
Classic.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Horizon.
I have Horizon,
Horizon.
and then what was the other one I just named? Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2.
PlayStation
Okay.
2.
So my top 5 is Final Fantasy 7. Okay. Because
Fair.
That's right.
yeah, I listen. If you like 10, you like 10.
Come on,
The only reason why I don't want to put a
Reload.
Rebirth out there or Final Fantasy 7 remake, simply because it's not a complete game.
Yeah.
It's not.
It is they literally took the battle system from Final Fantasy 15 and made it perfect. Okay, I think Final Fantasy 15 had a battle system that a lot of Final Fantasy fans have been wanting, and then like 12 and 14 were MMOs. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Actually, what the fuck was
No, 12 was an MMO.
No, it wasn't.
11 and 14.
11?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And what the fuck was 12 and 13? Nobody really even knows about them.
What was 12 and 13?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, wasn't it?
12 was with Vaughn and the little bunny lady Fran and
Yeah, but nobody.
forgettable.
But the
yeah,
characters were so
forgettable.
bland.
Forgettable.
They were
And
so
15,
bland.
they came out with 15, and the battle system was clunky and
15 was
glitchy.
with Noctis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Noctis.
That's the one everybody like nowadays.
Bro, they put that trailer out for like 7 years.
Because originally supposed to be Final
Dude,
Fantasy
yeah.
Versus 13.
It was.
And then
It was
something
supposed to be
went
versus.
wrong.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Who's this Sasuke looking motherfucker?"
Right.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
seven
yeah,
plus
yeah.
fucking years. They had this dark Final Fantasy trailer, and I was like, "Yo, this is
Edgelord,
amazing."
Edgelord.
Man, listen,
Yo.
when he was teleporting, I was like,
Yo, that
I
shit
have
was
to
fire.
play
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 15, but they the remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, took the battle system from 15 and perfected it.
Just perfect.
Which is what, to be honest, which is what Final Fantasy 16 battle system should have been. But anyways, to me, I feel like Final Fantasy 16 they go backwards.
It was clunky.
I did not like that.
It
But
was
anyway,
clunky.
so Final Fantasy 7 is up there, is on mine. Marvel's Capcom 2, okay, and for me that was hard because it's
If we were doing like a fighting game top 5, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 probably. would be
Marvel's
my
Capcom.
top one.
I love Marvel's Capcom 2 because it had the biggest roster,
Biggest
right?
roster.
And not only that, but like at the character select screen, everybody knows that song. Like, I'm gonna take it for a ride, yeah. And then you just start whooping niggas' asses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sir.
and then you can fucking do 100% combos.
Yes.
Bro, I was fucking dudes up with Rogue
Yep.
and Phoenix.
Yep.
Oh my god, or not Phoenix, because Phoenix was in the other
No,
one.
it was 3. 3, yeah. 3 was
Yeah.
Phoenix, yeah.
But still, Rogue was just Rogue, Venom, Ken, bro. Oh, Dark Sakura.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then man, Marvel's Capcom 2 was
Like
it's
the
just iconic.
infinites with that people can do the easiest was with Iron Man,
Apocalypse.
Cable, and
bro,
Magneto,
Cable. Yeah.
Storm. Like majority of the X-Men, their infinites were really easy.
People were getting very
Like,
creative.
yeah.
And Marvel's Capcom 2, I think, is just, for me, is like top tier fighting game. But for a real
Unarguably.
close second
Unarguably.
would be, for me, a real close second would be Capcom versus SNK. Like
Ooh,
that.
that's
Oh
that
man, that was
also
such an
is-
underground
I can give you
fucking.
that. Yeah, I can give you
SNK
that.
too. Yeah,
That was
SNK
such
too,
an underground
yeah.
because you still and whatever happened to it because you had Terry Bogard. God, what's that?
They
The
just-
fucking emo dude.
Oh,
They just didn't want to. They didn't want to. They didn't.
But that's a
wanna,
lot of games that.
They didn't want
They
to
should've
have to
kept
go
going.
They
through the
should've kept going,
licensing.
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
They didn't want to have to go through the licensing anymore.
Like the one
That
I
was
wanted
such a
to keep
great-
It died out.
was
It
Bloody
died out
Roar.
because they
Yeah.
got tired. Yeah. So.
But
wanna
Capcom
Bloody
versus
Roar.
Yeah,
SNK too.
if like I said, if this was a fighting game top 5, yeah, SNK, like Street Fighter vs. SNK, like all that Capcom SNK shit would have been top 1,
Yeah.
top 2.
So Final Fantasy 7, Marvel's Capcom 2, Zelda Ocarina of Time. Okay.
Sir. Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
Ocarina
Yeah,
of Time
yeah.
for me because you know a lot of people want to talk shit. It's just a 3D A Link to the Past. No. Okay. I feel like Ocarina of Time literally pivoted the Zelda franchise and just and it became groundbreaking. And Majora's Mask, you know, it's just DLC.
Yeah.
That's all it is fucking.
No, that's
It's not bad. It's just, but Ocarina of Time, I have played that game. So and you can't select difficult. I played that game so much to the point to where I tried to make it difficult for myself. So I would run through the game without collecting hearts. So I'll fight Ganon with just 3
one
hearts.
of them.
Bro, I played that game. It got to a point to where I would do the quest to get the big Goron sword
Mhm.
before the first temple.
Damn.
I played the fuck out of this game.
Yeah, he was one of them extra ones.
Yeah.
I was so extra. I was very extra. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna
Doing-
do this.
Doing the glitches and shit, and one of the glitches, like when you fight Ganon, after like when you fight the pig stage or whatever, and then he drops down, and then the fire dissipates. You can go
Yeah.
talk to Zelda. If you stand by Zelda, you shoot him with a light arrow. The fire comes back up, and it just pulls. Listen, I do all the glitches, bro. I love Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. Oh man, and then they took all that shit out when they ported it to fucking the Nintendo store. But anyway,
Yeah.
so Ocarina of Time was just top tier for me. Another one would be Chrono Trigger.
Ooh.
Okay,
Chrono Trigger's 4. Okay.
yeah, simply because Chrono Trigger for me was an introduction into RPGs. Okay, Chrono Trigger for me was the gateway that opened me up to Final Fantasy, that opened me up to actually with number 5 on my list. Chrono Trigger set the tone for me. Not only that, Chrono Trigger did what a lot of games haven't done at that point, and what a lot of games aren't doing now. They killed the main character. They
Yeah.
killed Chrono.
Yeah.
Like,
they don't-
what?
they- That's a bold thing that they
It's
will
very
not
bold.
do.
They won't do it. And not only that, but they had team attacks, right? Fucking team combo attack, bro.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah.
And you know, I literally just finished Sea of Stars.
And that one does it.
Oh my god! Oh my
I didn't
god!
want to say nothing.
Oh my god!
I
So
didn't let you finish.
the team combo attacks
Are perfect.
Oh, Chrono Trigger, the story, the characters, for me, Chrono Trigger's up there. Okay, and number 5 for me is another RPG. It's Shadow Hearts Covenant 2.
You know, I wanted to play that and I never did.
Okay,
How was that?
Yeah, I've never played that.
I loved it. So you don't.
Wait, when did it come out?
Oh,
Ooh,
fucking! It was PlayStation something.
It was PlayStation 1?
Hold on. I gotta
Or
check.
2?
It's
Dude,
because it's the second iteration,
what is
and
it
you don't even have to
yeah,
play the
what is
first
it?
one.
Yeah, if I see what it looks like, I'd just be like, oh shit, no, I never really did play that.
Yeah, that game, I heard so much about it. I never gave it a chance.
Hold on, let me see here.
I didn't expect it. I was like, dude, what? He just
Yeah,
did something
Shadow
I
Hearts
never-
Covenant. It came out in 2004.
Oh shit! It's
Yeah,
old.
look-
no,
yeah,
it's
look at
classic.
that.
Yeah,
It's
no,
no,
that,
PS2 then, right?
dude, that 3D, yeah, PS2, yeah,
PS2.
yeah. That's what I was about to say, like PS2.
So
Yep, that's the one.
I've
I
never
wanted
played
to
it.
try out.
Yeah.
Never played it.
This-
Yep.
so this dude, the main character, has like these devil transformations,
Oh god.
and bro,
Okay. No, seriously, like, yeah. Whenever you enter in a transformation,
I mean, the transformations help.
like, you go from Sands of Time, Warrior Within, which had one of the sickest fucking front covers ever. Like the dude looks so badass, just sitting there with both scimitar swords in both hands, blood everywhere. Motherfucker's hair is just fucking cascading in the wind. Then we get to Two Thrones, and the motherfucker has a devil trigger. I'm like,
Shadow Hearts Covenant was definitely for me an amazing RPG. I played the fuck out of that. Bro, get on Steam, whatever it is. I mean, well now, obviously the graphics and shit like that, but
I can get around that.
Shadow Hearts
'cause
Covenant,
it's a good.
you don't need to play the first one, even though it helps,
Mhm.
right? You understand why the main character is on this quest, or and what happened to the main character. They explain it around like the middle part, so you don't necessarily have to play the first one because it's a sequel. But yo, the devil transformations, the whole battle system, the storyline, my God, I loved it. Shadow Hearts Covenant, yeah, it
I'm gonna have
is.
to knock the dust off of my. I have to go try and find it, man. I never
Yeah,
played
PS2.
it. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna
Just
go on
download
Steam.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go download
get
it.
on the
My
computer.
PS2 is a collector's edition.
It's a collector's
It's staying on the shelf. I clean it every now and then. I'm not, no.
You're not
I
gonna
got
take
2
it out of
memory cards
storage?
in it. They have not
Oh,
been removed.
fuck.
The
Fucking
one,
memory
the
cards.
one,
Oh
the
my
one
God.
that I hold on to is the one that has my Budokai 3, not Tenkaichi, but just regular Budokai 3, like with the original stolen soundtracks from the other movie. But that's how they had. When they did the remake, the HD, they changed all the music because the producer for the music for that game stole it from Star Wars, parts of the I mean, like, he
Forgot
stole
the
it
name
from
of his,
everything.
So,
You know what was real funny?
he said something that just reminded me.
You know what was really funny about our list? There was no God of War, no Ninja Gaiden, no like none of the really obvious. I was surprised God of War wasn't on anybody's.
I mean, we're
I'll be
gamers.
honest.
We played so many games.
Ninja Gaiden is classic hack and slash, but
There's nothing against God of
yeah,
War.
and
It's
then,
just it might make top 10 if we're doing top 10. Yeah, because there's so many other. It's nothing against God of War. God of War is great.
Dude,
It's
and
just-
then-
God of War make my top 10?
what wasn't
the
surprising,
new one would.
yeah.
Not Ragnarok. The 2019.
Then like
one.
some of the other
Well, it would
like
probably be number 9 or
some
10
of the
for
other
me.
adventure games like Uncharted wasn't on any of our lists.
Uncharted would never make my top 10.
So never made top 10?
I love Uncharted, but it won't make my
Yeah, I
top 10.
played all 4. I just
Love it.
never really.
So you know,
Oh fuck! Damn, I might have to take
it's too late, man. You
Yeah, I know, but when he said that, and I was like, how the fuck could I forget about this game? Like, goddamn, I love. No, this needs to be in my top 5 now because I forgot about it.
So what are you swapping up?
Probably Marvel vs. Capcom.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, if he did that
'Cause
loud
it's
outburst,
so
and
it's
the way he
so-
explained
Well, I
the
wanna know
other
the game.
four,
What are you getting
the way he
rid of?
explained the
The-
other four, I knew he was gonna switch out
You're getting
Capcom.
rid
No,
of
I mean, but it is. I
No,
love
no,
it.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, you're getting rid of it for what?
Yeah,
That's
get
what I
rid
wanna
of it for
The first Last of Us.
See?
See,
I was
yeah,
about to say
yeah.
that. I was gonna
I'll give her
get
Soul
to
Calibur
that.
2 for that one. I'll give her Soul Calibur 2.
Because here's the thing. I don't know why. How the fuck did I forget about it? The first Last of Us is such a like kind of matter of fact. You can take the literal gameplay out of it, and it's a fucking movie. It is such
yes.
I played so much Last of Us. Last of Us is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Great. To me, best zombie game. The only zombie game that even comes close is Resident Evil 4.
That's it.
Yeah.
RE4.
Yeah, but aside from that, The Last of Us, the I don't know what the fuck it is about the relationship between Joel and Ellie, but that fucking game,
It
hits you so hard.
It hits you.
It hits you so hard, bro. The first 10 fucking minutes of the game,
The
it's
first
just
10 minutes was rough.
and then not only that, but the voice actors. You forget you're playing a fucking game. The voice actors made it so, bruh.
It's
Phenomenal.
The Last of Us, the first one, is a phenomenal fucking game.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 2 can be number 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
The Last of Us 2
oh god, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 gotta be number 6 because The Last of Us is so. Please, you played you played it.
Yes.
Have you finished it?
Yes. It's a amazing game. It's beautiful.
Last of Us faction.
The Last of Us is a
heartbreaker.
phenomenal.
It's a heartbreaker. Like,
Bro.
that shit will tug on your
The
heartstrings.
crazy
You thought
part
you
is
was-
the game was short, but it was
impactful, short and sweet.
oh.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. They did what they needed to do.
That was one of those games that, to me, it was a
Like
complete
Survivor
game.
or
It
horror.
didn't need nothing else.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It didn't. It's like, how do we make this game better? You don't.
Two. Yeah.
Like the way it ended, there was no. I
There was
like
no
two.
need for two.
I don't love
There
two,
was no
but
need
there was no
for
need
it.
for
I'm
two.
glad they did it.
There was no need for it to, but I see why they made it because of the popularity, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I
wish
hate
the story was
about
different.
the story was
They
different.
should've
I hate
changed
it. The only thing I hate about number 2 is that they want you to see from Abby's perspective, and it's like if The Last of Us 2, if that was the first one, then it's like, okay, that's fine. But you can't release that, try to have it from her point of view after you done gave us this fucking masterpiece
Yeah.
it's
with
hard.
Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
And then you have the fucking audacity
To kill off Joel.
To
to kill off Joel. Why?
And
Why?
you think you're going to? It does.
And not get then you think you're not finna get the pushback that you got?
like
To completely honest with you, I wish the story was different in the fact that there actually was a cure out there. We already know in the end of 1, Joel killed off the so-called last doctor
yeah,
that could do it. But 2 would have been nicer for me is if
there was an actual here.
there was a way Ellie's gonna finally
Yeah.
just be that martyr, essentially. Kill herself, everybody gets the cure, boom. Joel's probably depressed, but later on in the game he accepts that
She did what she had to do for the betterment.
I-
of mankind.
yeah.
because
Because
it's literally
essentially
just
she-
said,
it- at
fuck
the-
the world for one person.
Yeah.
Well, but see, because that brings up a question. It's like, if you were in Joel's position, what would you do? Right? So the game
It's not about Joel
essentially,
anymore.
Yeah.
you're right.
It's
It's
not about
not.
Joel.
If you're looking at it from an objective point of view, but if you put yourself in Joel's shoes, right? Not only did he lose his daughter, but he has this little girl who is like his daughter. She is like 16 or 15 at the end of the game,
Yeah.
and then he's like,
yeah.
she don't know. She is the literal child. She don't know no better. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna make this decision for her, even though she wants
As
to.
any parent would. So
She,
Yeah,
as a,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
she wants to be this smart. I don't know any parent who can sit up here and 100% say, "Yeah, I'll sacrifice my daughter for the greater good."
Hell no.
Fuck no.
No.
Y'all better find another fucking
no,
way.
part 1 is understandable.
Yeah,
I do the same thing.
Right.
I'm sure.
So you're right,
You
right.
have to-
And
you
so
have to be
I see what
very-
you're saying because we follow the story. Joel has to, or Ellie basically has to live with Joel's decision,
Right.
Instead of Joel having to live with
And
Ellie's
that's how part
decision.
2 should have been. Joel now has to accept the fact that she's made this decision. It's probably killing him. He's probably going through the game,
Yeah.
going through each stage, and then you'll come to that conclusion. We're getting closer to
He
the
comes to
I'm about to lose her.
I feel like
And
killing
then, you know, it's-
Joel was too heavy, simply because, like I said, if he was a nobody, if the second iteration of the game was the first iteration, right, the first one never existed, right, then it's like you have no attachment to Joel.
Yeah.
But you just literally went through this whole they were together for years.
Yeah.
Bro.
They were
yes.
because the first Last of Us takes place over the span of several years. You see what I'm saying? So you're transporting cargo, right? And then you essentially form a bond. They're literally saving each other. So much shit is happening. And
Joel goes from that hard ass. Ellie damn near warms my man's heart and becomes more caring. You can literally see through the game. In the beginning, he doesn't want to talk to Ellie. He doesn't want to talk.
Nope,
he
just wants to do
want
his
see her.
job.
But as the game starts,
He
he
wants to
starts
walk away.
teaching her stuff. Starts randomly telling her stories. They start having a conversation. And you're like, hold on.
And you know what's crazy? Because it's not just him that's becoming attached to Ellie. It's the person playing the game.
Yes!
The person watching the person.
Like, I'm watching this, I'm like,
Weird,
yeah,
bro, I'm like, I feel you, Joe.
And then when Ellie starts having a moment, she starts fighting. I'm like, so y'all
Bro.
are a team now. Like, this
Bro,
is
they are a team.
This is like the
And then he's like, I don't want you to have a gun, I want you to have a gun. And then he teaches her how to shoot.
the gun.
She saves this man. And then fucking she can't
As
fucking
you can tell,
bro.
these
This
are the
game
two
is
dads
she
on
can't.
the show.
But you gotta understand something.
She can't fucking swim. She cannot swim. She jumps in after Joel.
bro.
She jumps in to save him.
You don't understand, bro. Like, my kids aren't even as old as they damn near newborns,
These are
whatever.
the dads,
But my
yes.
thing is,
compose yourself.
It's a
if-
great
if my
game.
son or daughter or whatever is trying to do that, and they're like, I tell them no, they still do it anyway, and they're great at it.
Yeah.
Like, they do it to a level where I didn't think they could do it because out of fear, I'm like, I don't want to put you in this situation.
Right.
But you proved to me that I cannot hold you back.
Right.
I have to let you grow.
Gotta
'Cause
let you,
Bro.
like a dad does.
Like,
to-
Bro,
Yeah.
she jumps in to save this man when he like towards the end of the game. They're like in the subway, whatever, it's flooded, and she cannot fucking swim. But she's like, I'm about to save this guy, right? And then they pull up, they get up on shore. He's like panicking or whatever, and then they see the fireflies and they take it to the facility.
Yep.
Bro, I would have did what Joe did. I would have.
Back it up a little bit farther. When Joel got injured, and then they had to drag him through the fucking.
Oh my God, he falls over the balcony
on, bro,
and
and
gets
swim.
stabbed. Oh my
And Ellie was
bro.
like, nah, you are not dying.
Bro, Ellie carries this grown ass man.
Bro.
Ellie's like
What are you talking
13,
about?
14 or what? Bro,
She
what
goes
the
out
fuck?
hunting and everything, gathering food, keeping this
Oh
man
my
alive,
God, this nigga is on the ground, unconscious and shit.
goes to a whole other town, slaughters everybody.
Oh, not just that, not
Just
just that. After she gets kidnapped, Joel, it wakes up because the antibiotics are finally working. He's not 100%. This nigga's got to be at like 20, 30%.
Easily, yes.
Bro, and he is limping to find Ellie. Limping to find. And
okay, it
then,
was
I
good.
guarantee you, if that fucking, because she burns down the house or whatever, and
Yep.
kills up boy. If Joel would have walked in 2 minutes earlier, he would have slaughtered that man. He would have,
That's not even a
bruh.
question.
Bro, and then, nigga, she's cutting him, and Joe comes up behind her.
Because he already knows.
Oh my God!
Like,
There's
he
blood, and she's crying, and it, nigga, that game. Oh my God!
If you don't understand what we're going through right now, like
That game is a masterpiece.
bro, bro, that's why 2 makes me mad. I'm
That
sorry.
yes,
2
you
makes me
cannot
so
give us,
mad.
such a impeccable relationship
Impactful and deep,
with Ellie and Joel, just to turn around and kill Joel and then be like, oh, this is why. I don't give a fuck why Abby did it. I don't care.
To be honest,
I don't care.
And I didn't need it from her perspective anyway.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
didn't
She
wanna play
lost her dad. Who the fuck is her dad?
Who cares?
And matter of fact, you started off the second game just off the assumption that you killed everybody in there. You have the option. You have the option to kill the fucking surgeons and shit.
Yep.
You can walk away. You take Ellie and walk. Well, you kill the doctor and then the
Yeah,
nurses
yeah.
or whatever. But still, who the fuck is this man? I seen this man for literally 2 seconds.
Trying to make
Come to
Abby
find out, it's
relevant.
Abby's dad. I don't give a fuck.
'Cause
I'm
he was
saving my daughter.
Let's be
I
real.
don't care.
Let's be real.
Fuck
Abby's
him.
dad looked like a regular NPC.
It made I don't.
There was nothing special about it. You didn't hear about it.
Hey, no,
one
hold
time
on.
about the whole story.
No, I don't. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Bro,
It could have been Joe's brother Tom. It could have been Tommy. It could have been Tommy in there about to operate on Ellie. No, Tommy, you're dying too. That's my daughter. The fuck? No. I don't. No. Fuck
But it's
no.
facts.
Bro,
It's facts. Joel was on that type of time, bro. He was on that type of time.
that game.
He literally
Oh my
wiped out
God.
the fireflies
He did.
for Ellie.
Yeah, he did for Ellie.
He wiped out the fireflies for Ellie. You got two options. You can do it the hard way and sneak around and go get Ellie, or you can go face forward and kill everybody and get to that room.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't do it.
Yes.
Bro.
Yeah.
That you build up this relationship, and then you have Abby
20+
come
hours
in and
of amazing.
yeah, and then you try to I understand why Naughty Dog did what they did, in terms of trying to play from Abby's perspective. Well, fuck Abby.
Let's talk about Abby. So,
Yeah,
Abby, I didn't even care about Abby.
Just let her just.
What should have happened was when you're playing as Ellie in part 2, I was fine with everything. The gameplay was fine. All that was fine.
Yeah.
The story just hurt me because it's like, one, I don't care if
I'm
Ellie
not attached to it anymore.
You know, I don't care about her relationship, whatever. I don't care about that.
It mattered.
I don't care about your revenge because the revenge was pointless. You literally sacrificed all that for absolutely nothing. You got what you wanted and then you changed your mind.
You talking about Ellie?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you haven't played
It was
part 2, we're gonna
pointless.
ruin it for you.
Pointless.
So it was you go through
Spoiler.
the entire story, right? So Ellie gets kidnapped and Abby gets kidnapped,
Yep.
right? But when you find Abby is literally in the sea, like in a fucking Jesus pose,
Yep.
right? And so Ellie saves her, right? And instead of like, cause she hasn't eaten in like days,
Yeah.
right? So she's literally on her last leg dying, and she's about to let her get away, and then Ellie's like, "Fuck that! You killed Joel, so I'm about to kill you." And then she's holding her underwater, right? Cause she whoops Abby's ass, holding her underwater, and then she just lets her go. She's like, "Fuck it," and it's like, what?
And the reason that's so stupid to me is because what Ellie went, I think she lost like 3 fingers or something. That was one. Her body was mangled. Her relationship, her girlfriend or whatever, literally said, "If you leave, I'm gone."
Oh, Ellie's girl?
Yes.
Yeah, at the house. And
My thing
yeah,
is, you don't give up all of that. Get to the end
just
and
to
say,
not do
"F it."
shit.
And then
No.
when she goes back home, you went back to nothing.
I hated that ending.
What was the point?
You literally, this game sets it up to where you sacrifice all this shit, right, just to get revenge. And Abby is tormenting you, right, because you literally go back and forth. It's like eye for an eye for an eye for, because you kill Abby's dad, Abby kills Joe, right? We're not done. All right, you kill Abby's friends, the doctor and not the doctor, but old boy and his wife.
Yeah, all
You kill them, and then she doesn't kill Tommy, but she like injures him or whatever. And we're going back and forth through the whole fucking game, and now I have an opportunity to where you got kidnapped. You were basically,
she slipped up.
left for dead,
Yeah.
right? And I break into the compound because I know you're there.
Yep.
I find you, and I let you go? No, that's a waste. That's like he said. She went back home to an empty house. So no, I did not sacrifice everything. I did not break into this compound, kill all these fucking NPCs just to let you go. Just no, you will die.
That game. Ugh.
No, I did not fuck with 2 at all. And like even like once you're past
This motherfucker.
nigga.
Let's be real.
Once
If
you're
it was
past
just 2 by itself, like if there was no 1, and just two by itself is okay.
Yeah.
But once you've played 1 and you understand the story of 1, and then you go into 2, it's like, what am I doing here? What is this? If there was no 1, 2 is fine.
Joel got his get back every single time.
Yep.
When he found out Ellie was gone, he was tying niggas up, shooting. Bro, Joel got his get back every single
In
time.
spades.
Joel had that
So
baggage, bro.
what the fuck did Ellie learn from
He
him?
had a dog. In
This
him.
nigga Ellie gets the fucking opportunity after everything and lets it go. No.
Yeah. So those are our top 5 guys.
Obviously, I'm very passionate about this game. This game deserves to be in everybody's top 5.
So yeah, it's just our top 5 guys. Yeah.
Anyway, oh my god,
Jesus.
I'm bothered.
Okay, yes, all right, yo. Thanks for watching.